Hi ladies, I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the juiciest topic I believe I've ever made a video on. This is going to be it. So I've got my champagne with a cherry on top. Okay, that's how juicy it's gonna be. So ladies, get your wine, get your notepads. Let's talk about this, okay? I'm gonna say this once, I'll probably say it again because it has actually proven itself to me and many other women. Um, every woman wants to be spoiled. Every single woman. I have not met one woman in my whole entire life that does not want to be spoiled. So what we're going to talk about in this video is we're going to talk about the degrees of being spoiled, okay? And I think this is something that I touch a lot on in many of my videos. In fact, it's something that I always go on about and say women really need to introspect and decide what it is that they actually want. This is the video that's going to help you to do that, okay? So make sure you're settled in, you have your beverage, you have your notes. I have my notes over here. So if once in a while I glance down, you'll know why. But I really feel like this is a topic that needs to be really dissected early on, because if as a woman you are going into this dating game, dating up, femininity journey, and you don't have a clear picture of what it is that you want, not only are you going to waste your time, you're going to let other people waste your time as well. Okay, so right now, before we go into the degrees, why do I say every woman wants to be spoiled? Okay, personally, because I think it's true. But I have met very many women that, you know, on the surface look like they have it together, you know, great career, great home, great finances, just great success, material success, comfort, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Not necessarily astronomical, but, you know, women that are able to live a lifestyle that they love comfortably, okay? And these women can, you know, be very satisfied with their finances, with their career, business, whatever it is that they're in, and even satisfied emotionally in their relationships, okay? These are women that are not always single, and they look happy. Some of them are even married, okay? And what happens is, you know, life happens, right? And there are two different types of women. There are women that are being spoiled by men and women that aren't, okay? Regardless of their relationship status or marital status, okay? There are women that are spoiled by their men, and there are women who aren't spoiled by their men. It's that simple. So after a while, even though the woman, or let's say the woman that is married in a relationship long term and all of that kind of stuff, even if she looks like, okay, she's pretty comfortable where she is or whatever, if that man is not spoiling her, we'll get to what spoiling means in a minute. If that man is not spoiling her, and her sister over here, or her sister-in-law, or her cousin, or her whatever, colleague, whatever, over here is getting lavished by her man, or maybe multiple suitors, maybe she's single, or maybe she's married and her husband goes over and above to please her and spoil her. Even if this lady, this woman over here, really doesn't have any problems, there's always going to be a touch of sadness that lingers in their emotional body. And that sadness will be, why does my man not do this for me? Why can't my man do this for me? Why don't I have a man that is as thoughtful or as considerate or as generous as such and such? She may not say it, but she'll definitely feel it. And she may even feel guilty for feeling it if there's nothing actually wrong in the relationship, if you understand what I'm saying. And this is what I mean by every woman loves being spoiled, okay? Doesn't just want to be spoiled, loves being spoiled. It's just part of us, it's just built in. And it doesn't matter how independent you are, it doesn't matter how well you have things together. There's just a part of a feminine being that is receptive and that wants to feel that aspect of themselves of receiving. That's just it, okay? We are receptive beings. We receive. And so we want to receive, that's just a part of our nature. Just like men want to give, if you understand what I mean, even the way our anatomy is designed, men are designed to give, women are designed to receive. So there will always be a part of a man's nature where he's going to want to give something, okay? And there's always going to be a part of a woman's nature where she's going to want to receive something, okay? That's part of our nature. And even outside of the anatomy helps us to just see it in 3D, but we feel it. We all feel our dominant nature once in a while, or maybe often, calling out and desiring what it is, desiring its expression. Okay, so ladies, when you feel like, I would like for my man to spoil me, I would like to be with men that, will spoil me, or I would like to be with a man that will spoil me, this is not something that you need to feel guilty about. Because I know a lot of us are kind of trained to feel bad for wanting, for desiring, for feeling open and receptive to the goodness that life and a man has to offer. But that's our nature, okay? That's who we are. That is our dominant nature. Of course, we live in a society where we're able to emulate some of the masculine traits in order to survive, and that's great. But that does not change our innate nature. Just like it hasn't changed our anatomy much, it's not really penetrated into our feminine psyche on that level. Okay, 2 generations ago, our grandmas were fully receptive. Do you understand what I mean? So it's gonna take many more generations to get that out of our system. Okay? And thank goodness it's the same with men. Most of them are givers. It has not been brainwashed out of them just yet. That's still going to take very many generations, but that's a topic for another day. All right, so now that we've tackled why women love being spoiled, let's go into the degrees of being spoiled. And I think this is so important because it's really going to help you to eliminate any kind of envy and competition. It's going to help you to feel inspired by other women that are starting to receive what you probably are still desiring, okay? And when you really accept your nature, your receptive nature, you're in a better position to basically allow that experience in. And also, we grow and we evolve as people. What we want today is probably not going to be what we want tomorrow. And so, ladies, keep that in mind, because sometimes I think what happens is we think to ourselves, okay, I maybe I have to want it all. You don't have to want it all, okay? You know what it is that will make you feel cherished, valued, loved, spoiled, taken care of, relaxed, all of that kind of stuff, okay? And like I said, it varies through your life. What you need at 19 to make you feel relaxed and good and optimistic is not going to be the same as what you need at 29, 39, 49, and you know what I'm saying. So keep that in mind, because you have to allow yourself to evolve. And when you allow yourself to evolve, then you also allow yourself to want a little bit at a time, which I think is probably the best advice that I can give you when you are starting out. It's the best advice that I can give you if you're starting over, because life happens. You know what I mean? So, okay, so let's get into it. Degrees, right? So, a man could spoil you by taking you on a date. That for me is like the baseline. Whether he's brand new, whether he's a returning soldier, whether he's, you guys are leveling up your relationship, whatever. A date is the baseline, okay? Why? Because that is an invitation to you. You are a guest. Who doesn't want to be invited to something and be a guest and be treated and be told things like you can have whatever you like, okay? Just at a restaurant, okay? We're not talking like shopping, we're not talking like whatever. We're just talking restaurant, right? Who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that. Women like that, and dates are designed for us because they're appealing to the senses. Someone is taking you to a nice place, he's probably going to buy you flowers, there's going to be, candlelit ambiance, and that's for us. Men don't care about candlelight and rose flower petals and a whiff of whatever magnolia in the air. Men don't care about that. We care about that. They don't hardly even notice that. Okay, it doesn't mean they don't benefit from it. But when we get into those kind of environments, it's like we just light up, we glow. That's why we love taking pictures in places like that, because it just shows up like, wow, it's for us. Okay? So even if it's a date, that is a form of being spoiled. Is it a date if you're paying? You can answer in the comments. You already know my answer. If you're new, check out some of my videos. Okay. So, ladies, these things are designed for us. Shopping is designed for us, okay? That is a man's opportunity to once again invite you to be his guest and for him to give you an experience that he knows you desire. Vacations are designed for us. Now, I'm not saying that men don't benefit from these things. They absolutely do. But even for them, okay, if he thinks a vacation by myself or a vacation with a beautiful woman or my beautiful woman, whatever, what do you think he's doing? Do you understand? If he's thinking, oh, dinner by myself or dinner with a beautiful lady, what do you think he's gonna go for? Okay, even if the price tag is literally double, it's worth it. Do you understand, ladies? Men, that's their nature. And our nature is to be receptive. Everything is designed for us. Even when you go shopping, if you go shopping with your man, the sales assistant will assist you, will make the experience easier and more fun for you. She's not trying to help the man. Not that they don't ever or they're not allowed to, but do you understand what I mean? Her first instinct will be to help the lady because it's the experience is for you, most probably. Okay? So bear that in mind, ladies. Keep that in mind that everything is already designed for you anyway. Okay? So you just have to get your mindset onto that place where you can be receptive to the different levels of what is available for you. Okay? So if dinner, lunch, those cute kind of dates feel good for you and you are still at a place where you're working through your brainwashing, so that's all you're able to receive right now. That's perfectly okay. Please do not compare yourself to a girl who is getting her bills paid, brand new car bought for her, brand new house bought for her. Don't compare yourself to her because even your degree of receptivity is not as wide as hers. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to train yourself. It's like doing the splits, if you only started training doing the splits yesterday, you need to be happy with your little inch of progress. But you cannot compare yourself to somebody who's been doing the splits for years and now they're so flexible they could literally just chill there and read a book. Do you know what I mean? It's the exact same thing. Allow yourself to, by degree, become more receptive. How do you become more receptive? You become more feminine. You get more into your feminine energy. I'll link a video up here about getting in touch with your feminine energy. You do all of those things that keep you more in your feminine than your masculine. When you feel like work, family, personal life, relationship, whatever is starting to push you into your masculine, you need to catch yourself and implement one of those steps to pull yourself back into your feminine energy and stay in your femininity as much as possible. Do you need your masculine energy? Absolutely. You need to get things done. If you're single, you need to get, your responsibilities taken care of, all of that kind of stuff. So you absolutely need your masculine energy, but you don't want it to dominate your life because then you get the kind of results that most women nowadays are getting where they feel like, oh, I have to do everything. Nobody helps me. Nobody comes through for me. Nobody cares. They don't know how to ask for help. They're scared to ask for help. They're too prideful to ask for help, but they're resentful of other women that are getting all the help because deep down they desire it. They want it. You know what I mean? So that's how you know your masculine energy is dominant. You're just always tired, always exhausted, always irritable. You need to be able to pull your energy into your femininity so that you can start being a feminine woman again. Okay. So start with dates. When you're comfortable with dates and maybe you're like, okay, what else could I do? Then start, challenging yourself to accept shopping dates, accept gifts, accept assistance. Tell people when you're in trouble. Say, I'm stressed. Say, oh, I don't know what to do about this. Put yourself in that vulnerable position. Now, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Absolutely. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But is it worth it? Absolutely. Because, being vulnerable is not a weakness being vulnerable is not a weakness if you are able to back yourself. So let me give you an example. Say, petrol price is ridiculous, right? It's really crazy. You used to pay like $500. Now you're paying like $1,000 for a liter. For a tank of petrol, whatever. Now you may be able to still afford it. And if you can, thank God for that, okay? But it's a lot, right? So put yourself in a position where you voice that to somebody who's interested in you. Don't ask for anything. That's the trick. But voice it to somebody. Oh, I'm so stressed. This, that, this. And let that person come to your aid. Okay? That's how you do that. If they come to your aid, great. Congratulations, you've just upped your feminine game. Okay? If they don't, remember, you still have it like that. So you actually didn't lose anything. In fact, it's going to open your eyes to, okay, so this person doesn't care about my needs. They just care about, what do they care about? Oh, they care about their needs. Okay, so start putting things out there once you get to that level of comfortability, and you're going to understand how to navigate those waters as well as you get there. But don't be scared to be vulnerable. And that's why I always emphasize that I talk to and deal with independent women, because if you are coming from a place of having nothing, my instinct is get yourself stable first. Do not date if you are not stable, emotionally, financially, socially, and otherwise. Be stable to some degree. Be able to put a roof over your head. If you need to share, do what you gotta do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Same with men, especially men. Don't date if you don't have money, please. Go get that taken care of first. But as a woman, don't put, because then you put yourself in a very vulnerable position where people can take advantage of you and you're actually desperate. You don't want to be there. I don't speak from that perspective, okay? I speak from a perspective of you have your life in order and you would appreciate assistance, help, being spoiled, help to make your life easier and more fun and more enjoyable. That's it. Okay, so get to those degrees. You'll find people that will help you if you want to further your education, or maybe you want to start a business, or you have a business and you want to expand it, or you just need to pay off debt, or you need to help a family member, or you want to stash your savings, or you want to travel. I mean, whatever you think about, there is a man that will be willing and able to do it. Okay, obviously you have to be his dream woman and all of that kind of stuff, but the point is that don't limit yourself, but allow yourself to grow into that level of receptivity where you could also get a car as a gift, you could get a house as a gift, you could get your savings stacked all the way up, you could get somebody to take you on a trip, all expenses paid. All you need to bring is yourself, and you even go shopping on top of that. You could get all of that, okay? But if right now you're just happy with somebody taking you on dates, buying you flowers, maybe giving you some petrol money, that's also okay. There's levels to it, okay? So figure out where you are, figure out what you want, and allow yourself to open up to that degree of receptivity. Stay there a while till you're nice and comfortable. Then when you feel good, open some more, and see how far you can take it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you ladies over here. I could go on and on and on about this topic. Maybe we'll do a part 2. I don't know. Let me know if that would be interesting to you. Let me know what kind of spoils you like from your man, your suitors. Put it down in the comments below. I would love to hear all about it, and I will definitely see you beautiful ladies in the next one. So remember to stay feminine.